Hello, lovely viewers. Let's improve upon and generalize an idea from an old quick pyro tips, medic isolation. In that video, we used Airblast to push enemies away and made room for ourselves to get a pick. Now, we'll use Airblast to keep enemies stuck in for our team to shoot. We can use Airblast to gain and maintain positional advantage over our opponents in both aggressive and defensive situations. The most obvious application is defensive. Use Airblast to stuff Ubers and keep opponents trapped in. Seems easy enough, but positioning and timing is important in Highlander. This is especially true when the enemy team has Uber and you don't. It's incredibly easy for a scout or heavy to kill a pyro. In this case, on process, the enemy team has Uber charge and my team is building quick fix. The goal is to buy as much time as possible while staying alive as long as possible. I get an initial Airblast off through the lobby exit to buy a little bit of time. I'm using the height difference to take cover, jumping to extend my Airblast range above the floor. I'm also using the wall that is behind the enemy to Airblast them again and again more easily. Each Airblast buys a little bit of time. Quick fix is ready, so I can peek more aggressively. I use the power jack in small bursts along with Airblast while the Uber is still going on. I'm not invincible, so I still have to try to dodge some damage. I position myself so the enemy cannot escape from where they came from. Meanwhile, my team is doing major damage to the classes who aren't invincible. Once the damage is dealt, the rest is cleanup. This type of angle, where an exit is perpendicular to a wall and has a high ceiling, is great for catching out enemies. Here's a more aggressive trap, on upward third. Ubers are exchanging, and we need to gain ground through picks or openings. This heavy peeks out past his bounds, which lets me blast him into the corner. At this point, I'm calling that the enemy heavy is caught in. Our heavy wisely focuses him. With the detonator equipped, I can't really deal much damage myself. It's much better to relegate that to my team when I can. With this pick, the left flank is opened up, and the enemy team hasn't filled it in quick enough, letting me pressure them out and make room for my team. Here's a somewhat aggressive, somewhat defensive trap. I stay out of the Uber exchange until I'm sure it's ending soon. Trapping this demo in is relatively easy. I see he's trying to jump away, and Airblast right as he launches. Note that I don't Airblast this demo again. One time is enough, unless he tries to jump out again. In an open space, Airblasting someone over and over would just give them a better vantage point and make it harder for your team to do damage. It may be better to push individual enemies out of cover into your team for focusing. Just make sure you call for it, as you don't want to surprise your team by flinging a heavy into them without notice. As with any strategy or tactic you learn, don't make airblasting people the only thing you do. Take the opportunity when it presents itself. Have you used this strategy already? And what would you like to see next? I'm still at work on my next frag video, but other videos can be done in the meantime. Thanks for watching! Headshot the Pyro to subscribe and check out my website for other competitive TF2 channels. Take care.